per the usual with the live stream, I'll wait a few minutes, see if anyone comes. If not, I'll just record this video separately and post it. Just waiting and enjoying the beautiful night. Crazy, it got into the 70s in Michigan today. How could you resist not coming outside on a night like this? Oh, someone's here. Okay, that's good. I don't know who's here, but someone's here. Hey, Clyde, what's going on, man? Good to see you, sir. When are you coming to Michigan next? I'll wait a couple more minutes, see if anyone else comes. Looks like there's 2 of you here. It is an absolutely lovely day in Michigan. Oh, sweet. Let me know. Let me know when you come. I'm gone, I think, the week leading up to Memorial Day. Well, other than that, I should be around. Good. It is in the 70s in Michigan today. I don't know what it is now. It's probably around 60 degrees now, high 50s. But I'm just sitting out here enjoying. I'm doing some prep for a lecture I have to give tomorrow. Wrapping up some of that prep work. We lost someone again. Well, I'll just start. I just thought I'd do a live stream because I went on to a website today that I go to every now and then called TinBids.com. And if you don't know what that is, it's an online consignment auction site for pipe tobacco and pipes and pipe-related stuff. But 99.9% of what's being auctioned on that site is pipe tobacco. And I noticed a while back that Esoterica blends were going for like, I mean, it was like blowing Frog Morton out of the water, how expensive that stuff is going for. And I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe it. An 8-ounce bag of certain Esoterica blends were going for like $300. In fact, there's a bag of Penzance from Esoterica on TinBids right now, and it's at like $750 for an 8-ounce bag. It's insane. So that's what I want to talk about here tonight. I've been watching TinBids a bit and watching the crazy prices that people are spending on tobacco on that site, and I have some issues with it. And I was curious. I'm like, who the heck is spending that much money on tobacco, period? I mean, Esoterica is hard to get, depending on where you live. It's actually easy for me to get. There's a pipe shop that's not too far from me that gets a good amount of Esoterica, so I have quite a bit of it. And I didn't pay anything outside of normal tin prices for it. Buying 8-ounce bags for $51. Tins are like $24.50 or something like that. Is that for all old tins? On TinBids? No. The stuff that's a little older from Esoterica is certainly, people are spending a little bit more on that. But this bag of Penzance right now that's going for like $750, I think it's a 2024 bag. It's insane. And so I did this trial. I'm like, who's spending this much money on tobacco? Because it's inflating the prices for tobacco, because there's some blends that I'd like to try, but I'm just not spending that much money. And this site like TinBids is inflating prices big time. And so I did this trial. I actually sold, this is like 6 weeks ago, I put up a bag of an 8-ounce bag of Brighton from Esoterica, and a tin of Margate, and a tin of Dorchester, I think. So 3 items. My cost was like $100 for those 3 items. I put it up for kind of in comparison, a lower buy it now price. I ended up selling it for $350 in less than 24 hours. And that's insane. Like, I feel really guilty, but I had to know something. Who's buying this stuff? Because it's an international bid site. So TinBids, if you just jumped on. And I thought, there's no way people in the States are spending this much money. And sure enough, lo and behold, the tobacco I sold on TinBids ended up going to China. I suspect that the people who are spending $400, $519 for a 100-gram tin of Frog Morton across the pond, most 8-ounce bags of Esoterica are going for a minimum of $250, usually $300 to $350. The surely not, yeah, right, exactly. So surely not me either. So I felt really bad selling it, but I needed to know, like, who's buying this stuff. And sure enough, it went to China. I think it is probably people in China, because China, I think, is the highest consumer of tobacco in the world. Probably cigarettes mostly. It's not. So, Clyde, what you do with TinBids is you consign it. You sign this paperwork, and you actually consign your tobacco to them. And so, however their licensing and their business structure is, they handle it all. And I think the seller probably has to handle the taxes on their end. So if there are any import taxes, I know, like in the United Kingdom, there's a crazy amount of customs tax, I think. So I don't have to deal with it when you sell in TinBids, because TinBids does it all, because I consign it over to them. I'm not going to sell on there anymore. I did it one time, and I just think it's, I think when you're getting that much for a tobacco to flip it, I think that's what's called speculation, right? So if there's only so much of a product that the community needs, and you buy it all up so that you can charge an astronomical price for it, I think that's morally wrong. And I think that when we're selling this stuff on like TinBids and getting 3, 4, 5 times the amount for something that's still available, like Esoterica, I just think that's wrong. And if nothing else, it's inflating the prices to such an extent that, like, normal people like Clyde and Tunnel Take, and I think it was Brendan, like, you just can't get it anywhere. So if you're in a location that just doesn't get Esoterica, again, thankfully, I have a location that gets it every year a few times. And so very, very blessed for that. But I don't know. I'm having a hard time supporting TinBids right now, because they're selling this stuff, I think, overseas for everything. And it's inflating the prices for those here in the States. And I think those of us who, this is my main message, those of us who enjoy pipe smoking, I think, need to not take advantage of other people. So there's another site out there called the Briar Fellowship. I would highly recommend looking at that site, because I think the philosophy of that site is to, yes, you can charge a little bit more for rare tobaccos. Like, there's a lot of McClellan on there, and you can get 50-gram tins of different McClellans for like 75 and 85 bucks. I don't know if one has gone for more than 100. I'm sure if there was like a Frog Morton on there, it might. But it's not like the $300 that it's going to cost you on TinBids. I did buy one tin of Frog Morton on the Town off TinBids at one point, but it was only 87 bucks. So I thought that was a really good deal. That was a ways back. I agree, it's not worth the increased prices and killing it for the, yeah, exactly. I just think that I'm not like a boycott person at all, but I'm not about supporting TinBids because of the inflation of prices that are going on there. And but the Briar Fellowship, check that out, because they do regulate the price. It's not an auction. They work with the seller to agree on a price that they're going to sell it for, and I think that's really cool. Another place I'd suggest going is the Pipe Cottage Social. Join that. It's free. It's Alan Harrelson's app. It's an app and a website. Just go to pipecottage.com. And they have different groups on there. And I think what I'm going to do is take my esoterica that I have excess of esoterica, not tons, but more than I'm going to need until I can get it again, and try to trade it. Like, just do a fair trade for maybe something that I can't get very easily, or something I've never heard of, or maybe something that's a little more rare, but doesn't bring that top dollar on something. So I want other people to experience esoterica because I think it's really good, but I just think it's wrong to charge that much. So I feel kind of dirty testing the waters on TinBids just to see who was buying it because I made a lot of money. Well, I won't do it again. And it definitely confirmed my suspicion that it was people out of the country buying it, which is inflating the prices. So I have a little beef with that, but a couple other places to check out: the Briar Fellowship and Pipe Cottage, and there's a group on there for buy, sell, trade. So I don't know, just do something a little bit more human, and maybe just trade tobacco and enjoy doing it. So that's my message tonight, something I'm thinking about. Tonight I'm smoking Epilfet. It's my own blend. I've been smoking it like crazy lately, and it's aging very, very well, and I'm just loving it. And this is just a wall pipe from the Gatlin Burlier. It's this cool little kettle-shaped pipe. Love this pipe. It's just fun to smoke. Smokes really well. And I think that's it. I just wanted to get that off my my chest tonight. And different level of tobacco. Cigar bed, yeah, you get good tins for cheaper. That's true. Except the excise tax coming to Michigan, it kind of gets you. I think we have a 32.5% tax on pipe tobacco in Michigan. Kind of crazy, but you're right. It's still cheaper. I like to support local brick and mortar shops. I know like not everybody can do that because you don't have that around you, but I have not bought any tins off of those websites. The only tin I bought online was that Frog Morton for $87 through TinBids a long time ago. And yeah, I don't know. I want to support local shops. I like the local shops. I'm kind of a buy local kind of guy, person to person. But I do know that these websites are really helpful, and if you're not around a brick and mortar, or your brick and mortar just doesn't carry a lot of stuff, the one that's local to me just does not have a good selection. But I don't have to drive too far to get some good stuff. But yeah, that's a good point. Pipe shows too. I haven't been to a pipe show. Not sure if I'm going to go to. But PA isn't bad. What's PA? Sorry, not sure what that means. Anyway, pipe shows are a good place to go and get a lot of tins, I think, for cheap too. But I've never been. So maybe next year I'll go to a pipe show. Oh, sweet. That's good. You have a lot of shops out there, I think, Clyde. That's awesome. Someday I'm going to have to make it out to the East Coast. There's a lot of places I like to visit out there. Well, I'll leave it at that. It's a beautiful Friday during Lent. I hope your prayer is going well for everybody. It's going to be a fruitful Lent for everyone. And I think I'll leave it at that for the night. We don't have any good local stores. They're all vaping. I know, that crap's everywhere. That's everywhere. I know. 3 shops are considered pipe shop. That's not bad. 3 shops in an area is not bad. For me to get to a decent shop, I've got to go 2 hours. Oh, PA, Pennsylvania. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, Pennsylvania. I might try to go there in July. I'm going to try to get to Boswell's this year, maybe in July. So, if so, I'll probably put a post up and see if anyone wants to meet there. I think Potter Piper wanted to know if I go there, and maybe he'll meet me there. Clyde maybe would be interested in that as well. But anyway, 14 minutes. I'm going to keep working on my lecture for tomorrow. But God bless you all, and have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Later.